Okay guys, let's do this without further ado. The tantrum that saved the world. Brace yourselves guys, let's do this. Look at it. Ready? Super excited. That's right, I am too. Let's do this. For my son Maxime, to whom I want to leave a healed world, healthy world, and for Shirley, who makes me brave and edge. To my daughter Megan Munn, whose generation will inherit the earth we leave behind. M-E-M. So true. Guys, let's do this. The tantrum that saved the world. Bing bong! Sophia was minding her business one day when, quite without warning, a bear came to stay. The ice that he lived on had ceased to exist. He hoped that Sophia would kindly assist. That's me and Sophia. That's a polar bear at your doorstep. Startled and flustered, Sophia said no! But the bear came right in. He had nowhere to go. That's right, he's there in my sofa, the polar bear. Bing bong! More out-of-towners arrived needing aid, asking if it was all right that they stayed. Somehow the seas have flooded our land. The kids ran right in. They were quite out of hand. Sophia attempted to turn them away. We've got nowhere else, was all they could say. Guys, they're all here at Sophia's. Surprising arrivals sewed up all day long. Bing bong! Bing bong! Bing bing! Bong! A sad swarm of bees had not one idea if spring had just come or fall was quite near. A pale-fin flamingo, hungry and weak, bugged a sea turtle whose outlook was bleak. Both were upset that the sides of their nests were being disrupted by unwanted guests. Farmers whose farmland was withered and dry gripped with the seaman who couldn't get by. Where had the fish gone? Where was the rain? They wanted to work more, not sit and complain. A large Bengal tiger just chuffed with dismay. Everyone wisely stayed out of his way. Everyone is very, very angry and very, very scared and very, very confused, guys. They've nowhere else to go. They're all at Sophie's, even the Bengal tiger. It's huge. They all turned to face her with hope in their eyes, expecting Sophia to halt their demise. I'm just a kid, what can I do? Someone must help us, it's now up to you. Sophia by this time felt nothing but stress. Her day was disrupted, her house was a mess. She had no idea how she ought to begin to help them all out of the bind they were in. Unable to put a front up anymore, she went to her bedroom and slammed shut the door. What am I going to do with everybody? Animals, people, bees, flamingos, bears, tigers. Oh no! She's very frustrated. She's very frustrated. Hiding and fretting, she couldn't think why. These folks were resolved to grey up her blue sky. She wanted to scream and to act uncontrolled, but tantrums were pointless. That's what she'd been told. Still, it wasn't Sophia's fault they were in strife. She'd tell them politely to Get out of her life. It's too much for me. It's too much for me. But what she saw next brought Sophia up short. They weren't here to spite her. They needed support. What's happening? What's happening? They're all doing something. There is no planet B. I want to do something. Protect what you love. All of a sudden, the girl understood. Good will cost nothing and does nothing but good. Now that she'd realized compassion was key, Sophia would call on the powers that be. Let's go, said Sophia. Next up, City Hall. The grown-ups would sort this mess once and for all. They're all ready, guys. There is no planet B. The climate is changing. Why aren't we doing anything? I want to do something about climate change. Protect what you love. There they go. I need an appointment regarding this fauna who've noticed our planet's becoming a sauna. So bring out the top dog, the highest big cheese, to solve all our problems and put us at ease. They said, take a number and wait if you please. Guys, they asked her to take her number. And that's number 14 by the looks of it. And they waited, well, they taken a number, and they waited, and they waited. Even the flamingo is waiting, the polar bear, and everybody, they're all waiting for the number to come up. Sophia attempted to move things along. The fact we've been waiting so long is quite wrong. This tiger's hungrier by the minute. This big flamingo has reached her limit. This polar bear is far too warm. This bees can hardly form a swarm. Someone must help them. Why not you? We see you're upset, but we've got things to do. They've got things to do. Sophia felt beaten and quite disrespected. She never imagined that she'd be rejected. And again she felt feelings of rage multiply, but she squashed them back down and started to cry, helpless. How am I gonna help everybody? Nobody's paying attention to me. Her friends, also glum, gathered around in support. They all shared their stories to make the wait short. Sophia soon saw how each tale was connected, that everyone loses when one part's neglected. That's right. How would she feel if her land was depleted, her food disappeared, her home overheated? And what was to say that she wouldn't be next? She'd already noticed weird weather effects. How could their leaders command them to wait? If they dilly-dallied, would it be too late? Sophia thought deeply and then made her choice. She had to give those who'd say, been silenced, a voice. Enough is enough. I want to do something about climate change. Sophia stepped forward, ignoring the line. She spelled out the signs and held up her sign. When someone else suffers, the whole world affected. The earth is our home and we have to protect it. Despite her sound logic, she still was deflected. Your sentiments, sweet kid, but what you don't get is fixing this problem will put us in debt. We've done all we can. You don't understand. You're too young to grasp all the issues at hand. And if you got something you still need to say, send in a form and we'll file it away. Pushed to the limit, Sophia was red. Oh, she felt disregarded and mocked and misled. She didn't understand what this was about. It was her future. They planned to sell out. That's Sophia and me right now. Sophia's strong feelings smoldered once more, and this time they'd gotten too big to ignore. Raising with purpose, her banner unfurled, she kicked off a tantrum to save the whole world. Action now! Action now! She's not listening to anybody. It rumbled down streets into towns of lands. It echoed in forests, on glaciers and strands. People and creatures alike felt its force. They ditched their distractions and looked for the source. They were Sophia and friends holding court, telling the people to lend their support. Cooperative action could turn this high tide. They had strength in numbers and right on their side. That's right, guys. She's throwing her tantrum and calling out everybody to speak up, do something. And as you can see, everyone is awake. Step 1 was to stop using oil, gas and coal. Step 2 was to educate every lost soul. One practical things they could do every day to have an effect in a positive way. Refuse, recycle, repair, rot, reduce, reuse. They told officials inside City Hall to pass laws with foresight to better them all. They all told more people who told more folks still. They won hearts with kindness and minds with goodwill, and so on, until everyone was doing the hard work that had to be done. Guys, it started with Sophia and it multiplied, and as you can see, everyone's coming together. Sophia's new friends soon waved her goodbye. They made their second chances, had new homes to try. They asked her to visit for a weekend or two. But Sophia was busy. She had things to do. That's right. Bing bong, Mr. President. Bing bong, Mr. Prime Minister. And that's right. She is there. She is on it, guys. She's on it, and we should all be on it. Let's join Sophia and her movement to stop, to reduce, to help climate change. What an inspirational story, guys. What are global warming and climate change? It is just amazing. Climate change is disrupting the Earth's ecosystem and threatening the plants and people and animals that live there. That's right. We have melting ice. Oh no, Mr. Polar Bears. They are suffering because the ice is melting. Sea level rise. Oops. And then we have pollination. Poor bees. Bees and other insect populations are declining around the world. Uh-oh. We have the animal food chain and migration. It affects them all, guys. Oh my God, everything is affected. If we don't speak up, everything is affected, guys. Job and infrastructure, rising temperature and droughts, deforestation, habits and loss. Everything. What a lovely story, guys. Tantrums are bad, except when they save the world. An inspirational, beautiful illustrated picture book for kids aged 5 to 9, The Tantrum That Saved the World, is part environmental story, part ode to community action, and part blueprint for building a better world together and for us all. What a lovely story, guys. This is such an amazing story.